I'm not seeing her yet, but we'll be there. I bet over here we will see more people.
There's always so much to do once we hit the go button.
Seriously. Boom. Go, Daddy.
Hello, Peter.
First in the house.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, that's so nice.
Are you ready for a tropical libation, Peter?
I'm ready for a tropical libation.
I know, I am too.
Yeah, you know.
Hi, Lisa. Oh, wait, go back.
Hold on, just a minute. I don't need this, do I?
No.
Okay.
Go back. I saw Laurice and I saw Lisa, and then he clicked away. So rude.
Hey,
Hi, Abra.
I'm just moving around here.
All right. I think I got Peter and Lisa and Abra and Mom. Hi. And Laurice. All right.
Definitely.
It's a party.
I knew we'd catch up, buddy. I think
we can have
a get rid of excess
tropical
pages.
Drink now.
You know, you have stuff open that makes this thing want to freeze.
I know.
You know how it is?
I do know how it is.
Yeah.
Intimately know how it is.
Too much.
Okay. All right.
We're tight and right and clean. We're observing on 3 different pages, 2 platforms on 3 different pages. So you need to make a thing.
I do.
And what are you going to make?
Well, I have a couple of ideas. Hello, Janice, and hello, Julie. Good to see you.
Awesome.
Hey, happy Wednesday to you.
So
I'm so happy you guys are here.
Has been spurred by the fact that she got inspired to go out and start really socking into the tiki room. That got discombobulated last year with the addition of electricity, a first in the tiki room.
Well, we got windows and we got electricity out there, so.
That's not to say there wasn't power out there. It just wasn't like actual dedicated outlets. I kind of had to run it from another source. It was safe. But, you just feel like...
It's safer now.
We're putting real power in. Put a couple outlets out there. Bang.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Laurice says my page always shows up at the top of the newsfeed.
Bang.
Oh, I don't even know what to say.
It's funny.
It is funny.
Whatever. We have to monitor a few pages to make sure we get
We're just
where you are.
Going.
And last week, as I recall, when we were doing this very same show and this very same bat channel a week ago, like it kept conking out on us. I'm like, jeez, what the hell? So we were switching back and forth between platforms. Some people just like say, I'm going to YouTube. Hey, you always have the option. Some people watch both platforms simultaneously just because.
I don't know how you do that, to be honest. But
we just have a different page.
But we appreciate it.
We're watching both simultaneously.
I know.
So yeah.
Doug says, which feed is... You're on the Velveteen Lounge page.
You're on the Velveteen Lounge page.
Yes.
That's correct. That's where we're seeing you.
Yes.
Marvelous.
It's the place to be.
Place to be. And the fact that we had some pretty unseasonably high temperatures. It was up to about 54 today out there, I think. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was supposed to get up into the 60s. Which,
so, hey,
for you people in the West, that might not be exciting, but for us, it's so exciting.
Depends on where you are in the West.
Yeah.
If you're in San Francisco, you're probably like, yeah, that's about right. But, we're making it happen. And it was actually, I was out there today. I was really feeling pretty good. So, yeah.
Well, we couldn't walk through the room before all of this.
It was just everything was boxed.
There were 2 gigantic boxes
full of everything
in the middle of the floor, and you couldn't even walk through it.
You want to get all of your valuables out of the way while the window people come in, and then an electrician comes in, bang,
Peter's
bang,
like,
bang.
Time for a cocktail.
Seriously, you got to do these things. So it wasn't. We weren't very inspired when it was 12 degrees out there to go and unpack things. But leave them packed up. It's safer that way.
It just cracks me up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we already have one of those. How nice. Thank you very much for the view. So anyway, one of the things that was inspiring was as putting new glassware and ceramics back on the shelf, she finds all of these things from now, unfortunately, defunct places like the Kon-Tiki Ports and the Hawaii Kai and the Aku Aku. And we're thinking, how about we come up with some drinks from these places and mix them up for you.
Whose idea was that?
That was yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, we kind of had the idea simultaneously, but you pulled out these mugs and you're like, hey. And
oh my gosh, Laurice says you're almost 70.
Boom. Wow. Tell you. Yes, she did, didn't she?
Yeah.
Didn't she indeed? Well, why don't you make us something? What do you want to make?
I think I'll start with, you know what? Let's start big.
Going for the pineapple. Hello.
I happen to have
would be the peanut passion.
Poured a pineapple today for Friday's video.
You did indeed.
Let's fill it up with boozy goodness.
Just a minute. I seem to have called up a new page for no good reason.
That's okay.
Yeah, excellent. Exactly what I wanted to do. Not the pina passion, the pina passion. You are making something from Hawaii Kai, for which, if you're interested to do that yourself, if you have mugs from that sort of location, if you're in the Northeast, they're not that uncommon. You need to get yourself a copy of the Hawaii Kai cookbook. This down here to make all their
Hi,
delicacies.
Aaron.
And the first section is all about the drinkerinos. We get ours for, I forget where we get ours. It was a good price, though.
Oh, we got that at Troubadour Books.
In like Greenfield, Deerfield.
Northampton, Deerfield.
Massachusetts,
One of those towns
somewhere.
off of I-95.
Oh, it sounds, 91.
91.
That's right.
95 goes a completely different direction.
Correct.
91.
I think it was near Deerfield. So, you know, one of those.
I think it was Deerfield.
Deerfield.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
It wasn't Greenfield. Anyway.
It was not
whatever.
Greenfield, no.
Whatever.
Greenfield. Greenfield
cares?
has its merits,
I think
but it does not have a good bookstore.
isn't the receipt in there?
It might be.
Honestly.
I have the price on it. It was $10. Well worth it for. This is a book club edition, but it's got the plastic cover. It's got the dust jacket. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's a book club
Nice
edition.
book club edition.
Anyway, we're going to make the Pina Passion.
You know, book clubs
So
were like
let's get
record
ready.
clubs. That's how a lot of people experience things. Longines Symphony, anybody? Some pretty good product too. So Pina Passion. Let's start
right.
you out here.
Yes, Yankee Candle Country. You are correct.
Seriously.
I think it's the same exit.
You
honestly.
drive by on the highway, you start sneezing, and you're like, oh, must be Yankee Candle. So this one is, in fact, made in a pineapple.
Oh, okay, so I don't...
The instructions, you've got two choices here. If you feel like you want to do this the way they're saying, you could grab that blender back there and have a little fun.
Wait, am I making it in the pineapple?
You can make it in the pineapple or you can blend it. They say to blend it.
No, I was going to shake it, but then you said make it in the pineapple.
Well, you could make it in the pineapple, but you know, if you want to get it,
I'm going to shake it.
she's going to shake it. You don't really need the blender. The blender makes it fast and easy.
Hi, Celine. Good to see you.
Particularly in a busy bar, so I get it. You know, either the blender or the Hamilton Beach. That's the you'll see a lot of those Hamilton Beach professional machines on the deck over at Trader Rick's. They are still using those very heavily. Anyway.
Okay, so what are we doing here? Pina Passion.
Pina Passion.
Hawaii Kai.
You want to give us an ounce of lime juice.
Oh.
I believe you have some back there.
I do.
You do indeed. You squeezed a lot.
I did.
Ready to go. Hello, Wayne.
Hi, good to see you.
Hello, Cynthia. So nice to see you all here.
Yes,
But
okay.
3/4 of an ounce of the passion fruit.
All right. It calls for passion fruit juice, but I'm using passion fruit liqueur because we don't have passion fruit juice. Wow.
And this is actually, I thought I cleaned that off last week. Huh, you know, sticky.
I got it.
They're impossible.
Okay.
She's been working out over here. The passion fruit
Not my fingers.
liqueur
How much?
is more like a syrup, and you want 3/4 of an ounce.
Okay.
So obviously it's a little sweeter. But then again, it's very passionate. It's got a very tart edge to it. This is an excellent brand, the Genoa, actually.
Yep.
Recommended.
All the sugar is like now falling off of it.
Yeah, you know, all that sugary residue. Half ounce of the peach brandy.
Got it.
I should be writing this down here too.
I know. Well, it's good to see you, Wayne.
Yep.
All right. Well, you don't need to write it down because we have the recipe there.
Yeah, we do. But I can help you out later.
Okay. Well, if you want to help.
If you want to.
If you want to be helpful, go for it.
Sure.
But it's probably better if you monitor comments.
I could do that, definitely. We need 3/4 of an ounce of a medium-bodied rum. I bet that plantation is the way to go there.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. It calls for a Demerara. We don't actually have anything below 151, so I'm not going to go crazy on this drink.
I would have used
This isn't a knock you on your tuchus drink. It actually is kind of a fun drink. 3/4. Doug's Hamilton Beach needs some attention.
Okay.
Probably just some lubrication, and at its age, well, you know, I can understand. We all need a little lubrication at that age.
Anyway.
3/4 of an ounce of a gold rum. I gave you a gold rum right there, the Privateer. That's very reputable.
Very reputable. Mm-hmm. We like a reputable rum around here. How much you said? 3/4?
3/4. Yeah.
Wow, this is going to be a strong drink.
This says,
Yay!
Here's the asterisk, or substitute whiskey of your choice. Now, that's an interesting sub. Different kind of a flavor.
We might have to try that.
A frequent substitute for a frequently difficult to find ingredient, Okolihau. I don't think there's anything here calling for Okolihau.
We might need to do that later.
We might just need to do that later. Okay, and we need 3/4 of an ounce of the honey mix. It literally calls, it calls for 3/4. It calls for 3/4 ounce honey. You've got to understand what they mean is the mix that's been cut with water so that it flows, because getting the honey to emulsify in cold ingredients is really, forget about it. So You want to shake the hell out of that and pour that in the pineapple?
I need a shaker tin.
You do?
Yep.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I'm ready.
Am I ready?
Thank you. Yes, I'm ready. Okay.
Am I ready?
All right.
So, no 151 in this one, Peter. We do have it on hand, and that is courtesy Doug, as a matter of fact.
Yay! You know, I'm going to do extra ice and then just pour it all into this pineapple. I think I might need a bigger straw, though.
You might.
Okay. Don't worry about that. Seriously. He's going to worry about it.
I can type.
Okay. Blender, or making the pineapple, or shake with ice. And I'm going to...
You could easily mix that up in the pineapple.
Counter space.
Yep.
My kingdom for counter space.
You know how it is.
All right, so I gotta pour carefully because
We'll get the core in there.
the core. All right. I'm going to. There. Now there's some ice in there, so strain this, and then I'll add more ice. Okay. Now let's add some ice. All right. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Will one of these straws work, or do I need a longer one? I got some big swizzle sticks.
Mm-hmm. Big swizzle is
I
absolutely
think a yellow one.
indicated.
Really?
Pardon me.
Okay. I think it'll work. Pina passion.
Come on.
Oh, I think you'll like this.
I had that strange idea, that strange feeling. Think about the Hawaii Kai formulas, is that they usually have something a little unique in them. I think their bartender was really working to make their drinks stand out, and that is a trademark of the classic joints. Oh, I'd be happy with 2 rounds of that. No,
Unfortunately, we don't have a selection right now.
Hamilton and Eldorado. We have the lemon heart.
You know what?
We have had the Goslings before.
Yeah.
I've never had the Hamilton. And I don't
Thank
think
you,
we've ever had
Chaz.
the
I got
one
that from
before.
Rocket Betty.
Yeah. How nice indeed.
All right, let's see. You know what, though? It's really good, but I think I could use some bitters.
Bitters is frequently a thing. A little bit of seltzer if you like it.
I don't know about the seltzer, but I'm going to add bitters.
Your choice. I frequently top a drink like this with just a little seltzer. Maybe a finger. Maybe 2.
Yep.
It just adds like, a little fizz, a little life, and lightens it up a little. Sometimes when you get these at a place which has these as premixes, things sit. I think that the tart stuff tends to float a little more. They get a big hit of tart when you pour that, and you're like,
it's a floater.
Wow. It's a floater.
All right. Let's try it with the bitters. Yep. Needed the bitters, I thought.
That does add. It does add. It's that little thing that just gives it another note, which is very nice.
Well, I'm happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
This was Pina Passion from Hawaii Kai with the addition of some aromatic bitters.
Hawaii Kai cookbook. So interestingly, I'm going to start out today by noting that we were recently actually shooting our Friday episode.
I know. Lori says, shouldn't you core the hole in the top so you can put the lid on?
Yes. Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Perhaps I will do that. And then you can do
just
that.
get it there with the drill.
Yeah.
You know?
Get up, bang, bang, bang. I need the corkscrew.
We ran out of time.
And bang, bang, bang. And, you decided to do some also classic formulas from Trader Vic's. And this will be for Friday's episodes. We shot those earlier. And for that, we needed 2 halves of a coconut. So I sawed open the coconut. It's actually a really nice, even saw. It's when you saw it, you're really in good shape. Unfortunately, it cracked a bit, but it's still watertight enough for what I'm going to do next. I decided, what is a real classic that you would see many places as a short hoist? And of course, you can sing about it. How about I had all that coconut water from the coconut. What the hell do you do with that?
Lime in the coconut.
A drinking water? I was thinking gin and coconut water.
Ah!
I happen to have, whoa.
I caught it.
Now so fast, my friend. I happen to have the captured coconut water, which I had to filter. It was full of
I was going to say, it was disgusting.
It was pretty dingy before. A couple of coffee filters took care of that. I'm going to insert this into...
Oh, that's what those were.
The coconut.
I was wondering what that was.
Bing, bing, bing.
Okay, so wait, what are we doing?
Okay, so this is... Actually, I should probably figure out how much this is, and then you can take the formula down. How about that? Should have done that before.
What's it called again?
Gin and coconut water.
Okay. I think we can probably figure out what's in that, but...
Yeah, that's 2 ounces. So 2 ounces of the coconut. I can prop that right there. It's not going to stand up on its own
so
because
2
it's
ounces
not level.
coconut water.
2 ounces coconut. Yep.
Okay.
And the classic formula calls for 2 to 1 the coconut to the gin. That's probably a pretty good place to be. So I happen to have a nice gin here, Smuggler's Notch hot gin that I actually got as a present. It's very nice.
Ah! Hold on.
Right there, right there. Kill switch. Right there. Right there. Kill
I got
switch. Use the kill switch.
Calm down.
There you go. Kill it.
I killed it.
Good. 1 ounce of.
Got it.
There you go. The gin. And I bet I'm going to try this. That's your simplest possible formula for gin and coconut water.
I bet I'm going to try this.
You couldn't make this.
I bet you are too. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you.
And I want some lime. So
no doubt.
we will give that. It'll give it a splash of lime, which will improve this immensely. The other thing that will improve this immensely is to be very cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna say with ice.
With ice.
I can't even imagine that without. I'm glad I don't have to try it without ice.
Nope.
Because yeah.
Nope. And I could shake the hell out of this, or I could just take it as is and stir it up. Very, very little to this. The fact is, you probably heard the big hit single from the Andrews Sisters for years without ever thinking, gee, I ought to try that sometime. And these days, it's fairly easy because a lot of places, your supermarket will have coconut water in a can. They'll have a lot of brands of coconut water in a can. It's
did
considered
you use
like
all
a
the coconut
classic.
water?
Yep. I sure did.
I wanted to try it because I usually don't like coconut water. Hi, Amy.
The French coconut water is pretty nice.
Yeah, Paul, just put the lime in the coconut. Thank you, VP.
I did. And guess what? I'm going to drink them both up.
I have the Pina Passion from Hawaii Kai. It's a good one. And Paul is making gin and lime. Gin and coconut.
Small strainer. Gin and
but
coconut.
he's adding lime.
Gin and coconut
I've never
water.
heard of this. This is like an actual...
Well, you've heard the song.
Well, I know the song.
Gin and coconut water.
But it's you put the lime in the coconut.
And you drink them both up.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
Where's the gin part?
The gin is in there.
No, I'm talking about in the song.
Oh, in the song? No. That's the Harry Nilsson song just says the lime and the coconut. I think that's supposed to settle the stomach. But this is, in fact, the gin and coconut water.
I like that better than I thought I would.
Working for the Yankee Dollar.
Yeah.
It's simple and good.
That's good.
The coconut water is sweet enough. The gin actually does add like a nice light flavor with some other notes to it. You could certainly use a light rum if you got it. You can certainly use vodka if you like, but I think the gin is a pretty good idea.
You vodka if you like.
If you like, you know. Gin is a classic ingredient in a lot of tropicals that people don't think about too much. There's some real classics out there that do use it, including the Fog Cutter, including the... What am I thinking of?
Gin?
Yeah, gin tropical.
Isn't it
Cocktail
Suffering
glass.
Bastard?
Suffering Bastard does have gin. True, there's 2 of them.
Yep.
Yep, other things in there too. The third I'm thinking of actually has...
London Sour? Is that a gin?
No, that's Scotch, I believe.
Okay.
What's the third I'm thinking of? It'll come back to me. Cocktail size involves pineapple or shot.
Oh, the...
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's from a place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have to think about that.
Not Algonquin.
No.
No, but it's a...
There's the Hawaiian Room, but that does not involve gin.
Oh, it's a place.
Mm-hmm.
It's named after a place. Oh, the Saturn. Yes, Amy. Yes, the Saturn.
Saturn. Absolutely.
Aviation. We have a lot of aviations, so I'll allow it.
Well, you know, it's not tropical.
I feel like it's just more of a classic.
It's a classic. It's not actually screaming tropical, but how do you get to the tropics? either by tramp steamer or by seaboat. So like
Celine, I like a good aviation myself.
Got to get there somehow. You probably get there by an airplane. So yeah, that's actually pretty reasonable enough. Properly made, the aviation really, I've seen a lot of formulas that don't have this, really should have that violette. And what you really want to do
Hawaiian...
is just slip it in there in the aviation and have that at the bottom of the drink.
Wait, you said not Hawaiian room.
Yeah, not Hawaiian room. Yeah.
What the heck am I thinking?
Will come to me. It's one that I make on the fly at parties when people just want a short voice. They're like, well, this is a classic and good, and you have all the ingredients. And now I completely forget what it is. Ah!
But it was served at one of the New York City bars. I remember this.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I don't remember it, but I mean, I remember.
It's going to bug me. Be right back.
Yeah, it's going to bug me.
It's going to bug me.
Royal Hawaiian. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. It's like driving us nuts. Okay.
I'm trying to think of where that was served. I think I got some Jeff Berry books over here. I do. What the heck? I'll look it up. I'll see what he says about this, because that's probably where I first heard about the Royal Hawaiian.
Julie Moon.
The Royal Hawaiian Hotel, perhaps. He's not featuring the Royal Hawaiian in here. I'm going to call it the hotel. That's what I'm going to say. So.
Good to see you this evening.
Ah, funny.
Yep. Anything can happen in a live video.
It usually does.
And it usually does.
But you saved me from having to go off stage for a minute, although.
Peter, could you use Grand Marnier with the coconut water? Sure.
I don't see why not.
We
happen to have some Marnier.
Good. I don't normally love coconut water, so when he handed me that, I was like, okay. But I actually really liked that, so maybe I like fresh coconut water better.
You know, fresh is there's a couple of different types and styles of coconut water out there. I've seen the ones that are just the water, and they just really have this almost briny taste to them, but really it's just sort of like a sweet and slightly coconutty thing going on. And there's those that have the chunks of coconut, which tend to get really soft and a little like gelatinous. Some people really don't like that. It's a texture thing.
I think that's what I don't like.
I can dig it. You've got to be careful when the label says contains chunks, you know. It's almost like getting a bubble tea when you thought, I just wanted a tea.
How would I put that on their label? Contains chunks. Like, oh.
It's got the actual
okay, I wasn't going to buy it, but since it contains chunks, I'll buy it. Anyway.
I mean, it adds some body to it and everything like that, but if you're not looking for that, you know, that's kind of like getting Coco Lopez when you want a coconut milk. You've got a lot heavier, sweeter thing going on. It's a different beast. So, when you're making a pina colada, you want to grab the Lopez. So that's a thing.
Yes.
But the Marnier with this, I would say definitely add some lime to that, and just to taste.
Yep.
Probably like at least as much Marnier as you're using, because your base is already kind of sweet. And again, your base liquor.
BP says I like the chunky coconut water. Well, maybe I should give it a second chance.
Give it a whirl. Give it a whirl. That's the thing. And there's all sorts of brands out there. Yeah, I don't mind getting in on this bowl drink. Bonk.
Smacking him in the face. But
yeah, well. I feel like this guy should have a little reservoir and should be on fire.
I so rarely get a chance to use these swizzle sticks because they're huge. But
you need this like really tall thing. It doesn't work in a bowl because it's
orange juice cartons have pulp warnings. Yeah. I buy no pulp orange juice, Amy, because I don't like it for cocktails.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so it's a lot of fun.
Yes, I buy orange juice only for cocktails. I admit it.
Truth be told, I haven't had a glass of orange juice for breakfast in a very long time. I'm not really missing it. I don't think it adds too much. But in the drinks,
unless it has
good.
Champagne in it.
Normally, true. There is that factor. Although I tend to like my mimosas on the really dry side.
Maybe
like
we should have
very
mimosas
dry side
this weekend.
Like basically just straight up bubbles and hold the orange juice on the side. That's kind of how I like my mimosas. But a straight up mimosa is fine. I do enjoy them.
I feel like we should have mimosas this weekend.
Hint, hint. You know, suggestible. Twist my arm. So the thing about using a coconut as a container is you need to start with a coconut, and you get it in half.
Really?
You either get it in half with a hatchet, which will look pretty jagged, or you do what I tried today, and you take a saw to it, and it's a nice even cut there. Now, it's really going to depend on what happens. This one tended to crack a bit, so it's not great as a container. I might just decide to throw some glue in there and turn this into a lamp.
Well, I was about to say, if you wanted to make your coconut watertight, this would be a lot of work, but for something that you might only use once. But they have this I guess it's a glue, but it's food safe that you could paint the inside of it with. And they do that with bowls. Like when they turn things into bowls like that, they'll use the food safe adhesive glue.
Like edible Mod Podge.
Yeah, you could do that. Make sure it's food safe.
As always, got to check these things.
We have to say that legally. I know plenty of people who would just go ahead and use glue.
I hate to say that you know this, because then somebody will say, oh, I didn't know that.
Jamie says, I couldn't work in an orange juice factory. I can't concentrate.
Wait a minute, I got that.
Wait, I got it.
You got it? You do have it. I think I do.
That's a good one.
I do have something good here. Here we go. Yeah, boom. Gotcha.
That's a good, they call them dad jokes on
it's a good dad joke.
Radio show we listen to Saturday mornings. Yeah. People call it with dad jokes. Yeah,
people will call in and display a few jokes here and there. Very true. Lots of fun. Gonna put this guy on the side.
Yeah, don't forget to tip your waitress.
People talk about try the veal. Except nobody's veal anymore.
He says, went to the doctor, told him my eye hurts when I drink Mai Tais. He said, take the swizzle out.
Oh! Now the great thing about this little guy is it's very light and you can repeat it. And you haven't had that much. Except that I only got 2 ounces of coconut water out of this coconut, and that's all there is.
Well, Bill, you found us now. Yeah. So, yay, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, I know. Oh, okay. Well, excellent. Good to see you here.
Oh, wait. Celine says we're having Bloody Marys with,
Hatch green chili vodka.
Yum.
Ooh, wow,
I would like that, yeah. It's okay. You can drink anything you want.
I've certainly seen people in a tropical setting say, I want a Bloody Mary. The bar's going to make it for you. There you go.
I was about to say, I think I might have gotten the impression we'd be out in the tiki room this evening because I spent all day yesterday working out there. It's still not ready for prime time. But I'm thinking 2 weeks from tonight, if it's still warm. If it's not warm,
we will gauge
we'll
that.
Be in here.
We're still within March. It's just as liable to get back down to about 20. I'm crossing fingers here. But it's going to wax and wane. So if it waxes, then hey, we'll be out in the tiki.
Next Wednesday is, of course, St. Patrick's Day. So we'll be here with our St. Patrick's Day stuff.
Should be big fun. We'll have those St. Pat's records back behind us.
Yes, and we should have new music.
We should
have new music to share with you.
Yes.
So yeah,
got some things from our local contenders. The Templars of Doom et al. So we will actually get in touch and make sure that sort of thing happens because that's some kind of fun.
Yep.
But definitely. So let me bust this out of the way if we don't mind.
Bust it. So we do have more drinks to make for you, but I still have. It's hard to tell in this pineapple. I think I'm near the bottom.
As it turns out, I do have the correct book. The Royal Hawaiian.
Ooh, Aubrey's drinking Bailey's.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, a week early. Not that early. Throw it in a bit of coffee there, and suddenly you've got your Irish coffee pre-mixed.
There you go.
This is, Royal Hawaiian is ascribed to the Moana Hotel, Honolulu, circa 1948.
Really? I felt like that was from... Yep. Anyway, what do I know?
There is a Royal Hawaiian, you'd think, dirt.
Oh, that's why I'm thinking that, because there was a Royal Hawaiian in New York City.
Bingo. Big fun. So, yeah, I bet if you went to the
Big
Royal...
fun slam.
Gone. We're talking here.
Ooh, a Dubliner.
I don't know if you went to the Royal Hawaiian and said, I'd like a Royal Hawaiian, they'd serve you a Royal Hawaiian. Whether it's the drink that's in that book, I don't know. But, anyway.
Yes, Amy, I think you need to try it. Lisa says, Errol went to the store to pick up a few things, and he didn't realize there are different orange juices to pick from, like pulp, low pulp, and so on. He brought home an orange juice that was high pulp. I got to get back to this.
Got a lot of pulp.
Give him a heads up.
Got a lot of
just pulp. Choked on all the pulp. I feel like it gets... Oh, the Pink Hotel in Waikiki. Yes, you're right. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures.
Pink Hawaii.
Yeah, I feel like the pulp gets stuck in your straw.
if you're doing tropicals, this is to be borne in mind.
Which is a first world problem, I understand.
I know, bigger straw, but you could always filter your juice too. I think of who is it? Tiki Underground in Akron, which actually puts all of the lime juice through a centrifuge. It comes out pulp free and clear. It's like, that's obsessive. But they do it, and their drinks are awesome. They're top notch.
We love them. So.
They're great. Absolutely great people. Really excellent food too. So I know that all of these places have really had to take a bit of a hiatus from this, but they have been having a lot of virtual events, and
they have. Well, they've just been having events. Yeah,
so making it work. However you can make it work. Yep, that's the thing. I hate to hear about a place having to close up because of this BS, but a lot of places are making it happen one way or another. So I'm out because I had a shorty. So I guess I got to do a thing. Now let's see what I was going to do.
All right. Well, I think I know what you're going to do.
That's true. An aqua drink. Yep. Ah, yes. Here we go. Happen to have, speaking of long defunct places, Tiki Ports, Chicago, Boston. This is...
Weren't there more than just Chicago and Boston?
There were.
I thought that was a chain.
It was a chain. I thought they were all over the place, but there was not one in New York, contrary to what I might have said before on this broadcast.
Oh, yeah. Tiki Oasis, Arizona is on.
3 in Texas, as a matter of fact.
I hope we can get our vaccines by summer.
Seriously.
New York seems so behind. I keep hearing from my friends, I got vaccinated. I got my first shot. And I'm like, we're not even near being
Be right back.
The top of the list.
Seriously.
And I'm not going to cut the line. So, but an event in April, I'm like, probably not for us New Yorkers. Oh, Peter says, would it be strange to have some Côtes du Rhône on a beach? I think you should drink whatever you like on the beach.
Whatever you like, wherever you like.
I think that is just what you should do. Oh, Harper's getting your vaccine this Sunday. Well, I think that's awesome. Man. Yeah, I hope we get it this summer. Oh, okay. All right. PP says it's finally moving fast in California. I love that. Massachusetts is behind too. I feel you, Amy. Yep. Keep hearing from people, I got it, or I'm like, I'm on the list. I'm getting it in April or something, and I'm like, I hope I can get it before the fall. Anyway, hey, wham. I'm fine. I'm healthy.
Yeah,
Paul's healthy.
We're doing
whatever. So
making it happen.
I know, but. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I want that vaccine. Oh my gosh, Bill says we used to drop into the Royal Hawaiian to see Don Ho. Oh, I love that. I used to turn on the TV to see Don Ho. He was in everything. He was in the Brady Bunch. He was in... What am I thinking? Was he in Jefferson's when they went to Hawaii? He was in all the... Whenever they went to Hawaii, they saw Don Ho. Hawaii 5-0, I bet. Was Don Ho in Hawaii 5-0?
I don't recall.
We've seen every episode, but it's been a while. Oh! Jamie says, shots for both of us tomorrow. Oh my gosh!
Goodness.
I love that you're getting your vaccines, Jamie. That's awesome.
Well, it's a frontline business, so the fact is you ought to be able to actually work to keep safe.
Exactly.
Which is very true. Okay, well, here's a classic for you, which I could do a couple of ways.
You hear those rude, disgusting noises?
I know. Well, let me start mixing so that we can make things happen on this end.
Those are the rude, disgusting noises I was talking about.
Rude, disgusting. Gotta tell you.
All right.
One of the things that the Tiki restaurants and the luau, etc., were known for. I have nowhere to put this right now.
I'll use it for decor now.
Mm-hmm. The pineapple. Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, you took away the...
Took away the glassware.
Oh.
How silly.
Wah, 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 wah.
Take one back. Need a receptacle. Okay. Silly eye. One of the drinks that they were well known for was something which was originally, I believe, a Don Beach drink called a Test Pilot from the 40s. Well, you get to the 50s, and Steve Crane, of course, is the big third wheel, the third operator on all of these joints that had chains all over America. And he was really the go-getter, the ambitious type, the Hollywood type. It was like, oh, let's stock the bar with
and
like
his tan
everything.
frightened you.
He does have a frightening tan. It's very true. He was like a sometime actor, and he was hanging out with all sorts of celebs, and he used to stock the bar with ladies for the gentlemen who would go in there. And he used to have...
gross.
That's the guy.
That's gross.
That's the guy.
Anyway.
So, and he also had like a back bar that had like 24 people just juicing limes and mixing and just pouring. They depended on speed. You went in there, I asked I'm looking for a zombie.
They depended on speed.
Bang. And you know that more than one. So let's actually go with one of their classics that they actually innovated. And this is the formula which not only does Jeff Berry feature this in his book, but if you go to the Tiki Tea in Hollywood, then this is what they're serving. Because when I have it there, it's like, yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
All right, since
this is the Jet Pilot.
Sorry, since we keep asking, Peter brought this up. I just brought up Don Ho's IMDb.
Okay.
Hawaiian Eye, Batman,
Uh-huh.
Laugh-In, Magical World of Disney,
McCloud. Really?
Sanford and Son, Charlie's Angels, The Fall Guy, Frank DeLima's Hawaiian Christmas Carol.
Good grief. Who's seen that?
Oh my God, we gotta. 1982. That might be at Paley Center.
Yep.
Joe's Apartment, First Daughter, and Aloha Scooby Doo.
As a voice, because it's a voiceover.
But he went on Brady Bunch. And
Check Self.
Oh, as Self.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That
was his, okay.
Now you're talking.
All right.
Do I see 5-0?
More
Do
show.
I see 5-0?
Oh my God. Okay, that was as an actor.
Mm-hmm.
As himself, Malibu U. What's Malibu U?
67.
That sounds like something we need to see.
I get the strange feeling that is something we
I Dream
definitely
of
need to see.
Jeannie. Hollywood Palace, of course. Okay, a bunch of variety shows. This is Tom Jones. Yes. Okay, Brady Bunch. Hello. Switch. Fantasy Island. The Alan Thicke Show. Okay. So he was on Charlie's Angels and not the Jefferson. Well, he was on Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son. Interesting.
Fantasy Island,
And
Brady
of course,
Bunch.
the Don Ho Show from 1976.
And of course, like every variety show in the 60s, he was on.
Everybody and his brother. That's Don Ho.
All right. Jerk Pirates, yes. Jerk Pirates is exactly right. So, yeah, he was not on Love American Style, but he was on everything else. So
Everything else and his brother. Surprising he wasn't on Love American. That ran for like 5 years.
Know.
Haven't seen that in a good solid 45 years.
Oh, Celine, I get it.
again.
Yeah, I feel like we won't be vaccinated until June either.
Taking our time.
Don Ho gets her on.
He's the man. And
Don Ho is a busy man.
He was the man who got around on the in the club when people were there. He would always like be kissing up to the ladies and everything. They loved
kissing
Don.
up to the ladies.
They
That sounded like
loved Don.
something else.
And of course, his drinks, his drinkware in the Don Ho Club always said "suck off."
I know,
folks.
Amy, not Love Boat. That's got to be a mistake. He has to have been on Love Boat.
Something seriously wrong about this.
He has to have been on Love Boat.
So anyway, I started to make this drink, and I can continue to make this drink. I think this originally calls for like a shot of 151. That's the jet fuel in the Jet Pilot.
The Ellen Brady
You
Show.
can omit that if you'd like this not to knock you on your keister. I just used 2 ounces of like a dark and a medium bodied thing. I happen to have Myers and Plantation Dark, and I think that'll work swell in this item. Something a little heavier is nice. You don't need something 30 years old.
Hawaiian Eye. Yes, Hawaiian Eye.
So let's actually
Hawaii.
continue. I have a nice half-ounce measure right here. There we go. And then, are you ready? This part is kind of easy. It's half ounce of everything else.
Okay, so wait, how much of what did you use?
2 ounces of in dark rum.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Half ounce of grapefruit juice. I need a little bit more to make that half. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, half ounce of lime.
Okay.
I like this drink because when I make it, I typically make 2, and it's really easy. 1, 1, 1, 1. And then you need 4 ounces of your base liquor. Shake it up, pour into 2 mugs.
Well, you could make 2 jet pilots like they used to do at Mai Kai.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you order 1 drink, you get 2.
For happy hour, they would just bring you 2
Bring
of
2
the
of the
same
same.
drink.
I think they were trying to get you somewhere fast.
Yeah.
You got there.
They did on a number of occasions.
You got there. All right, this is a 1/2 ounce of cinnamon syrup. Sometimes referred to as cinnamon-infused sugar syrup. It's cinnamon syrup. There are some very good brands of this out there now. I think it used to be very hard to find this. We usually make ours because it's really easy. And the flavor lasts a long time.
Maybe
the
we
cinnamon
should
is
put up
very
the
punchy.
recipe. Okay.
We should.
So far I've got grapefruit juice, lime juice, cinnamon syrup. Is that it?
Yeah, and 1/2 ounce of falernum. We
Okay.
just happened to pick this up again recently. The Fee Brothers. This is actually
I think we told that story 2 weeks
classic.
ago.
I think we did. It's a classic ingredient for things.
Or
I
last
think the
week.
Fees is a great thing to use in this drink. You might say, well, I want a better brand, etc. Fees is really good. I saw that. Fees is very good for this purpose. And the bottle gets very sticky very quickly.
You can get really exciting brands of falernum out there, but we can't get them locally, so.
So usually I make the falernum, which is a 24-hour process. It doesn't take long.
If we decide at the last minute we want a drink with falernum, we're out of luck.
That's well. So, let's see. Oh, yes. And we need a dash of the bitters.
Aromatic?
We have aromatic. That will definitely do. The formula calls for Angostura, but you can certainly... I'm going to use 2 dashes. I like that. And Angostura is absolutely at home in this drink. But this is an old-fashioned from Hella Bitters. That'll work. And do we have the dropper with the Pernod?
Oh, shoot. Oh.
It's okay.
Hold on.
It's in there. Tiny one, red cap. Easy enough to find. And this is the big secret with these guys.
The shocking green one.
The shocking green sort of chartreuse thing going on there.
Okay.
Will tell you that this is the Pernod. Now, Pernod in tropical drinks, you usually need something like 6 drops. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anything more than 6 drops.
No, because
So instead of trying to measure that from the big bottle, which you're going to pour too much and it's going to taste like licorice, you get yourself this tiny little Tabasco, you empty it,
Oh, yes.
clean it
Jamie.
out, and refill with the Pernod, and that is your perfect dropper for this purpose.
Jamie just shared Sammy singing the...
Oh yeah, that's great.
Lord,
With lyrics!
Awesome.
You can count on me. That's really killer. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And that is a Don Beach trick. The bitters and the Pernod just adds a little dimension to this guy. Let's actually get the falernum off the bottom
Oh, Bill,
of this.
Julie is getting our engagement up on YouTube,
Ah,
which I love.
what if I do? I'm going to add as much small ice to this as I can, because I'm going to pour this into this mug.
Same with our YouTube hater. You're getting our engagement up, so thank you.
Yeah. You don't like it, you don't like it. But hey.
Exactly. But thanks for the view.
Engagement good.
Anyway.
So that's what goes into your jerk prayer.
Okay, so it was a dash of Pernod, right?
It was 6 drops Pernod.
Okay.
And 2 dashes of the bitters.
Got that.
And shake with ice.
Yay! Are you pouring or straining?
I'm going to pour.
Okay.
Because normally I would pour this over ice, but I just use ice that was a little smaller, should fit the glass nice. If you're a little obsessive, you might want to find that pellet ice that you can get at Sonic, if you have a Sonic near to you. We know at least a couple of people who insist on that for parties. Well, pick up the ice ahead of time, let it sit. It's the correct size. It's a lot of fun. So, super.
And if you insist on a particular kind of ice for your party, I want to come to your party.
I want to come to your party. And pour into your Contiki Ports mug. That filled that quite nicely.
Yep.
I have a tendency to do this with a lot of these drinks, and I will do it here if I can. I can't. I was going to add a little bit of seltzer. I'll grab that in a minute.
Oh, no, there's some in there.
There?
It's in the crisper. I don't know why that
Go ahead,
happened, but it's in the crisper. I noticed that today and just thought, okay, whatever.
Thank you for noticing. Because I like some.
A bitters decanter or a perfume spritzer. Yes, you can definitely do that.
You can certainly atomize it and
Atomize it.
don't criticize it.
Don't criticize
And I just added about a finger worth of that and give it a stir. And once again, adds a little bit of fizz, lightens it up a little bit. Does the drink no harm whatsoever. The Jet Pilot. There are a number of variations on this drink and this theme kicking around out there. But if you go to the Mai Tai and the Tiki Tea and you order one, it's going to taste like this. So I would say do that. And it will probably have the 151. So don't order 3 of them if you are driving home or if you're trying to walk home. You know.
Grab an Uber.
Yeah. And there you have it.
So, I have another one too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. BP says Jet Pilot is in my top 5 favorite drinks.
It's a good one. It's been in my top echelon ever since we discovered that. I think in this book, actually. This is probably the first time this appeared in the Sipping Safari.
It's been on your training table for years.
Since I was a teenager, you know? No, not since I was a teenager, but a little later perhaps. And it's a fun one. It's a great one. I love the name and I love the combination of flavors. It's actually pretty easy to make. And when you look at the list of ingredients, it's one of those things that happens to be in the zombie family. If you make it a little lighter, it's like not going to knock you on your keys.
Oh, Abra's got all the ingredients. All right.
You're in like Flynn, my friend. Follow that formula. Shake with ice and pour.
Follow that formula.
Or you could put it with the ice in the blender and pour. I mean, it's all sorts of things.
It's like follow that car. Follow that formula.
You could essentially assemble in the mug and just stir the hell out of it, but shake it up. It'll get cold faster. I would definitely use a good anise liqueur. I think we're literally using absinthe liqueur, the absinthe substitute version. By now, there is an absinthe, which is an absinthe. And Pernod, of course, is an absinthe substitute. But you can use real absinthe if you want. That was a classic thing to do. Because you got 6 drops. It's not going to add like all of this octane to the drink, you know?
Right, we have one more legit tiki drink queued up before we...
Freestyle.
Get a little more illegitimate. Does anyone remember that in Victor Victoria? When she says, as you can see, I have a legitimate voice. And he says, yes, well, I'm looking for something a little more illegitimate.
Oh, the classics.
Another legit tiki drink before I get illegitimate.
The real thing coming your way.
Okay. I need that Hawaii Kai recipe.
I will
call. Oh, and I need a shaker.
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
We keep a few of these on hand.
A few.
For just this reason.
Okay. So.
Speaking of drinks that actually.
All right. I gotta give the introduction to this one.
Please.
All right. So, we have made many a legitimate Mai Tai on this show. This is from the book, the Hawaii Kai Cookbook, the Hawaii Kai Mai Tai, which has nothing to do with a legit Mai Tai. But we're going to make it anyway because we have a Hawaii Kai mug over here.
We'll get a Hawaii Kai mug when we want to use it. And this apparently is what the Hawaii Kai served you as a Mai Tai.
You got a Hawaii Kai mug, and I'm not afraid to use it.
If you're a Mai Tai purist, and you're going to cringe at this one, but bear with us because I think it's going to end up being a really great tropical drink.
I was going to say I don't think it will be a legit Mai Tai, but I think it will be a decent drink. I need my tin.
The simple fact is, I've had
you out of space.
Yep, okay. I've had Mai Tais at many a home bar. And I know these people are just hewing to the Trader Vic formula, and that's the place you want to be. And they all taste different. So, you know what? You got some leeway in there. You can actually vary this up a little bit. So what you want to do in this case is give us...
Catching up.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Anyway,
oh, so sorry. Here's your shot.
Oh, well, I got this too.
Start up with your grapefruit juice. You're thinking, wow, you're already off.
Grapefruit juice? Yeah, we're already off of a regular Mai Tai.
Already off your regular Mai Tai by a country mile. Shot. Full shot worth.
Wow, that's a lot of grapefruit juice.
Yeah, quite a bit. We're trying it, so you don't have to.
I'm just saying, that's a lot of grapefruit juice.
But you might want to.
Okay.
Amy loves a good Mai Tai.
I love a good Mai Tai. I'm not the jury's out on whether or not this will be a good Mai Tai, but
I will tell you this will not taste like
Kai Mai Tai. Yes, Jamie.
Yep. You know, there were all sorts of interesting variations on this around in the Boston joints. All the joints that were just around suburban Boston. Places that are long gone, like South Pacific, made a pretty good one. I remember that long gone now, Pego Pego was...
Oh,
I
yeah.
forget exactly where that was.
He was right next to Holliston because your cousins would go there.
Exactly. And they had a unique formula, and it was really good.
Yeah,
so
and Amy, that's a lot of grapefruit too. So jury's out on the Hawaii Kai Mai Tai.
I know you have some restrictions that you have to follow, and if you can't do, you can't do. Some people out there, of course, are on medication that will say nix on the grapefruit.
Yep.
So sorry about that. You can't do a jet palate either.
Okay, so what else?
3/4 ounce pineapple juice.
Which I know is over here.
Yes, it is. I saw it just a minute ago. Bing. There we go.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for.
3/4 ounce, you said?
3/4.
This is a lot of juice. I'm a little...
You haven't even gotten all the way yet.
I'm a little worried.
I'm telling you.
That's a lot of juice. I'm getting whiny about this.
Their instructions say that Mai Tai means the best. Well, that is what it apparently does.
We'll all find out.
Every mixologist in the tropics has his own secret recipe for this drink that symbolizes the picturesque islands.
No, they don't. Most have all the same recipe.
Yeah, most have all the same. By now they do. Back in the day, before anybody knew what was in the Trader Vic version, everybody ripped it off.
Bill, you are correct. The Mai Tai was Trader Vic.
There has been
Hi, Adam.
a long-standing debate.
Ooh, Adam's in Las Vegas.
Hey! Long-standing debate in the trade papers about who invented this thing between Vic and Don.
I'm going to give it to Vic.
And I think when you look at the actual evidence here, it's like, sorry, Don. You know, he created something called a Mai Tai long before Vic created a Mai Tai. Completely different drink and tastes nothing like a Mai Tai. As a matter of fact, he abandoned it. So screw that. You know, Vic created something. He thought it was good. He served it for a long time. And then he actually got a license to serve it on, I think it was one of the cruise lines that went to Hawaii. And then they were starting to serve them on, I think Lure Line served them. Yes. And then they started serving them on United. United would do the Trader Vic Mai Tai.
You could still get Mai Tais on United.
You think about it, with all that advertising, when people drink a Mai Tai, they're drinking a Trader Vic Mai Tai. They weren't drinking all this other stuff.
Oh, Peter's asking if there are any tropical drinks with wine. Well, you could definitely do a sangria.
Absolutely. That's a type of tropical drink, really. And any tropical that involves vermouth, certainly.
Oh my gosh, read me the rest of the recipe.
I was going to, but we got distracted.
Yeah, we got distracted.
So anyway, 3/4 ounce of the orange juice.
Oh my gosh, more juice.
Yeah. Okay. You wanted to
this better have like 5 ounces of rum in it, because...
Actually, come to think of it.
Because otherwise, this is going to be horrible.
Okay. 3/4 ounce of the honey mix.
Oh my god.
That's not a bad idea, really. However, I think you're going to want to add something here.
6 ounces of rum?
Yeah, 6 ounces of lime juice.
3/4, you said.
3/4 on the honey mix.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Did you get the orgeat?
No.
Okay. You need a 1/2 ounce orgeat.
I'll be back.
Mm-hmm. So far, it sounds like a lot of sweet stuff.
Yeah, it does.
And no booze. They put the booze at the end. I'm also kind of wondering about the sour in there, so we might just have to adjust accordingly. But you know, the nature of this show is when we try something, we say, balance is off.
Have I even done the sour yet?
No. When I think the balance is off, we rebalance it. And there's some classics out there that...
Doug says the 1970... Okay, so you've even refined these? Wait, hold on. Yeah. Oh, Dano! Hi, Dano!
Hello. Forbidden Island Dr. Bird.
Oh, okay. All right, not for you. Okay.
I think we actually have that formula in the Forbidden Island book. Do we? No. We don't have that book.
No. There's no Forbidden Island book.
No.
Anyway, but you... Okay, so what am I doing here? Orgeat.
Okay. Next thing you need is 1/2 ounce of orgeat.
Okay.
So far, you've got one ingredient that Trader Vic uses in a Mai Tai. But he also uses rum, and here we go.
It's better to have like 10 ounces of rum.
There's really, really weird... I hate when books do this and give you weird measurements, but what the heck. It's 1 3/4 of an amber rum.
Okay.
That'll do.
I'm not sure we have 1 3/4 of this, but let's find out.
Oh, do your best.
I'll make it up with dark.
Make it up with dark. If you want to kill that,
That
you're
just
getting
about okay.
very low
We killed
anyway.
it.
Good.
We killed it.
And then 1 3/4 on the dark.
Okay. Thank you.
Got it.
All right. Dark Jamaican or dark?
Kill the Jamaican. That's getting very low. And if that runs out,
We're not going to kill it with this drink. I'm just saying.
did you actually get 1 3/4 out of that amber?
I did.
Hmm.
Pretty much exactly. So 1 3/4 of.
Mhm.
Wow. I stand corrected. Maybe we will kill it.
I think we killed it. That happens too.
In fact, we're short, so I need to use another.
Yet another dark rum. That happens too.
Normally, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, I'm close. But this drink is going to be so freaking sweet.
One
that
really hates to run out of something, except that tomorrow's recycle day, so out.
Actually, Friday's recycle day.
For the holiday?
Friday's our recycle day.
All right.
But I didn't put in the lime yet, did I?
It calls for no lime. Would you like to correct that omission?
No, I'm going to try it.
Try it first.
Just try it.
Got plenty of lime
And then
back
I'll be
here.
adding lime because this
I'll be adding lime
sounds
because
disgusting.
yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like it's going to be way too sweet.
It sounds
That's
horrible.
the thing. This is a classic formula from a classic joint, and I think that it's way too sweet. Now, they may have been counting on that grapefruit juice to sour it up a bit, but I think that's still too sweet. It's not going to do it. With the orange and everything, if we want to talk like what goes into a lot of Mai Tai Jamaica at certain places, pineapple juice is not unusual in New England.
I'm going to go into this with an open mind.
If you go to a Chinese joint and they're serving poo-poos and they will serve a Mai Tai, it's really classic for them to make what is basically a Mai Tai, add an ounce of pineapple, and then dark rum float. New England Mai Tai. Not bad.
Did we wash this mug?
Sure did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
You should have seen the stuff I found in the tiki room yesterday.
Oh, I know.
I mean, nothing, not like that. I didn't find any, like, bodies or anything, but...
Now, usually what ends up in your mugs in the tiki room when you have a room with some ventilation like ours is insects.
Look, it pretty much fills a Hawaii Kai mug.
Hey, pretty good, huh?
Maybe they were onto something here.
Well, Dan. Well, Dano, book them because we're going to give it a try. And when this thing turns out to be as imbalanced as we thought, we're going to add some lime and it's going to turn out just fine.
Okay.
Shall we?
Wow, it's like deeper than the pineapple. Look at that.
Yeah.
That straw barely sticks out.
It's funny.
All right.
These huge mugs, you think, wow.
Goes nothing.
Yeah, a lot of ice. It's like a zombie mug. A lot of ice.
You know, it's not bad. I'm going to add some lime, but it's not bad. If you brought me that... Wow, look at the poor swizzle. We need a bigger swizzle.
Bigger swizzle.
The poor swizzle's sinking.
Here.
Okay. All right,
Now
that's
you're
better.
talking. That's real swizzle.
Okay.
Really? That
It's not
straight,
bad.
as quoted, is not a bad drink.
No.
Not a bad drink. You think there's no way that could possibly be good, but they didn't overload you with 4 liqueurs, which would have been sugar, 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 sugar. I know there's a lot of juice in there, but there's some tartness to that juice. Still, I think that you added about a ½ ounce of the lime is an
Dead
excellent
bodies.
idea. That'll take that right back down.
I was thinking dead bodies, too. It was
Yeah.
really bad out there. Oh.
Well, you do find dead bodies from the insect kingdom. The bugs crawl in, they don't crawl out, and then you'll find that like wasps. I usually find a lot of wasp bodies
All right.
because these mugs might have a little residue. I wash them, but you know they might still taste like there's a tiny bit of sugar in there. The wasps crawl in, they don't crawl out.
Now it's good.
So you got to rinse those out before you pour something in.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a big mug.
Bang, that's
And you know
spot on.
what? I cut up
½ ounce of lime made that come back right back in line.
I cut up all of this pineapple today.
Let's
so
use it.
I'm going to add a pineapple slice.
A pineapple slice. A
Now
pineapple.
I'm sticky.
A pineapple spear is frequently called for. Allow me
Thank
to
you.
find you the appropriate.
I know.
But we happen to core a pineapple. In fact, you did. And we have a pineapple spiral. So,
Yes.
rings.
Use up that pineapple. Pineapple garnish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, we use the coconut. We still have a lot of coconut to
Wasps
use
will
in
make your
something.
drink too spicy.
Wash your tongue.
We had a
Let's
wasp
just
problem
wipe
last summer. Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
need
did.
more.
Mhm.
Mouse and snake bodies.
that.
We thought, oh, the laissez-fairs!
Hello.
Good to see you. Yeah, we have been drinking.
Yep. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Good to see you.
Well, I think the Laslys have also been drinking because I can't imagine them showing up at this broadcast without so.
You know, Peter, we usually end up making a sangria at Ohana.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, people are like, oh, I want a rum drink, I want a rum drink, I want a rum drink. We run out of the sangria. People
say, is that sangria? Yeah, it's usually like blue or something.
People have come up to me, they've seen like we had a box of wine, they're like, could we have some of that?
Could we have some of the wine?
Like, yeah, it's
I'm
what
like,
it's there for.
Folks, it's 34 servings of wine. Please have some, you know? Yeah, so we serve it. People at this thing with all of these sour drinks, after a while, they're like, I just want some beer, I want wine, you know, straight shot of something, you know? They do. I think the whole thing runs on beer, but wine, you know, that box of Glendora wine is always popular.
I'm telling you. Wasp just make your drink too spicy.
I will tell you, you don't want the wasps marinating in anything because no, don't go there. That's like toxins.
When we were updating our powder room, Paul found a mouse skeleton. But the thing is, the mouse skeleton was wrapped in pink feathers.
Yes.
It had gotten into a pink feather boa.
And we were using it for nesting material. So, yeah, these are that's the sort of skeletons we find in our closet, or in this case, in the wall. Because
we decided it was the most fabulous dead mouse on the wall.
There was a little water damage behind the sink. Of course, they hadn't used very good drywall. So I replaced that with some of that cement board and tacked that down. That is solid as a rock. But when I was monkeying around in there, I was like, what's this? Oh my. Yep.
Yep, the most fabulous mouse on the wall.
Big fun indeed. But
I know, poor mouse. I know, but at least it was wrapped in feathers.
You know, the lifespan of a mouse is not particularly long.
As opposed to moose and squirrel bodies. I know.
Must find moose and squirrel.
I know, poor mouse.
What is with all of these rum drinks? Please, with the vodka drinks.
But if you're going to steal my stuff and nest with it, at least you stole a pink boa.
You were fab. That's the kicker. That's the kicker with that. So, I've been enjoying the jet pilot, which is actually
stylish mouse, exactly.
No, seriously.
The mouse did have a secret life, apparently, because we didn't know about it until we found its skeleton.
Wait. Secret Squirrel, Mighty Mouse and Secret Squirrel, or those are two different things. Secret Squirrel had a sidekick who had a fez, and I believe it was a mole. And who was the mouse? There was a mouse. It had a great theme too. I got to remember that. I do not remember. There was Danger Mouse from the 80s, which was a lot of fun. And he had a robotic sidekick. And
I don't remember that.
I got to remember who that was. Oh, it'll come to me. There we go. Thinking of cartoons. Mm-hmm. Cartoon mice a lot more fun than actual mice inside your house. The mice can live outdoors all they want. That's the thing.
Mouse tribute. Oh!
Mark Rowland. Oh, boom. Aww. Mark-a-mole. Thank you, folks. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Everyone's getting it.
Secret Scroll, Morocco-mole. Very cool.
I love it.
I seem to recall that was a cool theme. And the thing I'm thinking about, an awesome theme, it was a really cheaply produced cartoon that I think it was like a New York studio that made this thing. I got to think about what that was.
I know what you're talking about.
It was not Danger Mouse. Oh. I gotta look this up.
Not Super Chicken.
Yeah, it's not Super Chicken.
Super Chicken had a martini.
Yeah, Super Chicken had his secret sauce in a martini glass. Can't do that today, kids.
No.
Big fun.
But we ended up all right.
Boom.
All right.
Here we go. Nope, not him. No. The what? I'm not even going there. No.
He just came up with something, The Cocaine Adventures of Mighty Mouse, which I'm curious to watch.
I didn't go there, but you went there.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Jesus. Animated mouse, not mighty.
Not mighty? Yeah, seriously. This is going to bug me.
I think you're gonna have
I hate when I can't remember these things. I can think of the theme too, which is great. It's very cool. All right, I'm gonna abandon that for the moment because.
Oh, Robot Chicken?
No, that's a different kind of thing. I think if Jeff were watching, and I think he is watching. Yeah, he's definitely on a Robot Chicken. Penfold, Oh yeah, I think he was a mole.
Cool McCool?
I think he was
David
also a
is
mole.
saying.
Not Cool McCool.
Oh, Saturday
wow.
morning cartoon brunch. Dan, that's a good idea. I love that idea.
Cool McCool. Who was? I don't recognize that one. That's a fun one.
Oh my gosh.
Danger Mouse was clever. And he had, I know it was his nemesis had a robot named Grovel. But he had a sidekick who I believe was also a mole, just like Sequoia Squirrel. Yeah.
I love that idea. Saturday morning cartoon brunch.
You can go pretty far there. And you know we're going to go a lot farther than a little Scooby-Doo here. Yeah, but definitely.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Never mind.
Oh, there you go. All onto that.
Oh, okay. David shared a link with us. Thank you.
We will take a look at that.
Yep.
And if I could only remember.
Wai Kai Mai Tai. I didn't write down. That's okay, though. I've got it.
You got it?
It's good.
We're good? Still working on this jerk pirate over here. Mm-hmm.
Jerk pirate.
Well, I was.
Uh-oh.
Now I need to look in the book for something else.
Do you want to make another one of those drinks? I did buy some things for us to try today.
True too? What for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's true. That's true.
I'm just saying. Make whatever you like.
Very true. Well, I've essentially had 1.5 because I had like a real
All right, we'll make another one.
short one. Short one.
I had a pineapple drink in an actual pineapple.
This book's
No,
called
I-
Intoxica. Let me see
Now
if I
I'm
can find
having the
something.
Hawaii
Brace.
Kai Mai Tai, which has nothing to do with an actual Mai Tai, but it's getting me where I'm going.
Well, you know, in the actual Intoxica book here, Jeff Barty actually has 3 different Mai Tais.
Scooby-Doo. I know. Who doesn't love Scooby-Doo, Lisa?
He's got the Trader Rick Mai Tai, the Surfer Mai Tai, and the Valley High Mai Tai.
I love this idea, Dano. Thank you. Courageous Cat. Ren and Stimpy.
Courageous Cat Minute Mouse. Thank you. Boom. Boom. I was thinking of the mouse. It was Courageous Cat.
Ren and
Cool
Stimpy.
theme.
I love Ren and Stimpy. I love how angry Ren is.
Oh, he's so angry he can't take it. He's the angriest chihuahua in animation.
In my entire life.
And he's happy about it, too.
I love being angry.
This is funny. The Shelter Island Valley High Mai Tai. I'm looking at this saying, that's not what's in their Mai Tai. Their Mai Tai is all booze. And it has 151. It'll rock you. You got to watch out for that thing.
Yeah.
It's really not bad, but, you know, don't
The
drive.
Mighty Heroes. Do you remember the Mighty Heroes?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't, but
Was it Baby Man, Rope Man?
Underdog. I remember Underdog.
Yeah. Underdog was great.
I do remember Underdog.
That's Jay Ward.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Jay
I
Ward was
remember
awesome.
Hong Kong Phooey too.
I have a little enamel pin of Hong Kong Phooey because he's pretty awesome. Voiced by anybody? Anybody want to tell me who voiced Hong Kong Phooey? Classic voiceover artist. Did some really interesting work in his life. So thank you, Dan. You actually named what I was thinking of, Courageous Cat. I believe that was New York produced. I'd have to look that up, though.
Okay.
Very, very cheap cartoon. Not quite as cheap as Roger
When you're
Ramjet.
a kid, no one cares.
Or what's the one that was really ridiculous?
Oh. Okay, Dano was saying favorite cartoons, Johnny Quest for me.
Oh!
I gotta think about this for a minute.
Johnny Quest was produced for 1 year as hour-long episodes. And the studio did not do any more of them. And then later on, they cut them up into half-hour shows and even less. And it's a real drag because you wanted that to run for like 3 years.
Scatman.
Scat, thank you. Bingo. Yeah, fantastic. Just awesome. He's a fantastic voiceover artist.
Okay, we've got to do this. We've got to do this.
Bloody Mary's in the Sea with the Sea Monsters.
Cereal.
Oh.
With exactly.
I think we have that going on there.
We got to do just like brunch drinks and cereal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of like sugary cereal for
Favorite
the kids.
cartoon.
You know, for the kids. Favorite cartoon. I would definitely, Johnny Quest is definitely up there. That also had a completely kick-ass theme. Great. I gotta look up who composed that. That's a good thing for Dano's band to play. Just saying, hint.
All right. I reserve the right to change my mind as I remember more cartoons because the memory fails. I would definitely say Pink Panther is up there.
Yeah. Pink Panther cartoons
Pink Panther, Bugs Bunny.
very cool. And
I would say Pink Panther or Bugs Bunny.
The lead character never speaks. No, that's...
Wacky Racers! Oh, Rocky and Bullwinkle. Mom says Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Please.
Yep.
Da.
Yeah, Wacky Racers. Oh, Julie got scared watching Johnny Quest, but in a good way. I love it.
It was a pretty terrifying show for a kid.
Yes. Oh, David, that's such a great idea. Do a YouTube playlist. I love that. Mr. Magoo. Yes, Abra. Mr. Magoo. Thunder and the Barbarians. Yes.
Okay, Magoo was voiced by who, please? First one gets a prize. Clutch Cargo. That's what I was thinking of.
Clutch Cargo.
Oh, the Venture Brothers. Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, the human lips on the cartoon characters. Extremely cheap animation. The characters barely moved, but then there was lips going on.
That's so creepy.
Actual lips. It's just weird. And of course, he had a castrati sidekick. He was like, kid, what the hell is your problem?
Did they call him the castrati sidekick?
No, you just knew what was what. It was just, thank you, Peter.
Yes, Jim Backus. Yep.
Which makes you think of Mad World.
Yep.
I tell you. Big fun.
Everybody's saying Jim Backus.
You all win.
Thurston Howell the Third.
You're all winners. But
yes.
No. He actually was actually well known as the voice of Magoo well before Thurston Howell. Including, there was a whole season of Mr. Magoo Does the Classics on television, animated. And the only one you ever see anymore is the Christmas episode, which is the Christmas Carol. And which is great. That is a fantastic version of Christmas Carol. Has a Julie Stein score.
I know,
but there's there's a season of them out there. You know, you kind of lost to history. You got to dig those up. So, let's see. From the top of Toronto restaurant. Trying to see what else I can make there.
Actually, go back to that. That didn't sound bad.
Oh, no. It's kind of...
Oh, no, it sounds bad. Never mind. It sounds bad.
Dessert drink. A little heavy on the juice.
The list of ingredients was good. The proportions were horrible.
A little off.
Oh, cartoon cereal party 48 on Saturday. Oh,
now we're talking.
Man.
Now we're talking.
Thank you. Yep.
Now, Mancini, of course, did do the score to the Pink Panther, and the main theme was used as the Pink Panther cartoon theme. Then, of course, there's the spin-off, the Inspector series, which has the theme to A Shot in the Dark, which is very cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Peter remembers seeing Mr. Magoo's version of Frankenstein.
No, that I've never seen. That I want to see.
I haven't seen that.
The classics. But definitely. So I'm trying to find out what we can make with ingredients directly behind us. I could make that.
You can make that. You got to go out and get the Crucian, though.
Yeah, I do actually have to go.
Or I could.
Or I could just use the light rum that's behind me because that's fine. Or an amber rum. That's okay. We're thinking, well, that's an original creation. It's great. I will save that for another day.
Yeah, all right.
Another day. I'm trying to find something.
You can create your own, too.
Something from a defunct joint from which we have the mug.
Well, that's a tall order.
It is a slightly tall order.
I love this brunch idea. I feel like this week's too soon, but maybe
a few.
Week?
Maybe
also, aren't we losing an hour this weekend?
Is this the win?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I thought so. I hope I'm wrong. I'm always completely whacked the whole week after daylight saving time, but
it's going to take it out of you. It's worse when you have to hop on a train and travel. But definitely.
Oh my gosh.
We do not have the ingredients for that. It's too bad.
You want me to find you one?
Nope. Still looking. You working fine on that item over there?
I'm good. I've got plenty.
Yeah, big fun. Well, we're going to hold cartoon idea, which we've never done. Oh, yeah,
Julie, Schoolhouse Rock.
Oh.
Those songs are burned in my brain forever.
This was the whole intention of the songs. Apparently, the guy behind the
we
whole
lose an hour this
series
weekend.
noticed that his daughter was having trouble with math, but that she was not having trouble remembering Rolling Stones lyrics.
Texting Spring Forward Cartoon Throwback Brunch.
So he thought, okay,
Oh
if
my
I can
gosh.
put those two things together, away we go.
2
And
weeks. 2 weeks.
He
We'll do it in 2
drafted
weeks.
some songwriters, including, I'm trying to think of the main songwriter on
What are you
Schoolhouse
talking about?
Rock. Schoolhouse Rock.
Bob Duro.
Yeah, thank you. He drafted Bob Duro to write a bunch of songs for it, and away we go. And they just grabbed incredible talent. And it's like some of these are sung by Grady Tate, some of them are Blossom Dearie. They're just
Celine, that's a
very
good
good.
idea. I don't know why we still do this.
Some jurisdictions have decided not to do that. I believe that Georgia just decided to forget it, and Arizona hasn't done it for years.
Mountain time.
Now, no comment on that. They don't do other things, which I think they ought to do. But
But you said something. Oh, I know.
Yes.
Okay. Free plug.
Mm-hmm.
He has no idea we're saying this, and he has no idea who we are. But if you guys like your Saturday morning cartoons and stuff, which it sounds like you do,
Maybe.
Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, Double Dip Recess on WFMU's Sheena's Jungle Room. Not the actual WFMU feed, but the Sheena's Jungle Room,
Yep.
alternate feed, has a show called Double Dip Recess, which
Hello.
I suspect you would love.
It is the show about kids' music, but it's for kids of all ages.
It is, and some of the kids' music isn't really. It's not made by kids, but it's really fun.
This show is literally the
We listen to it
widest
every Saturday morning.
ranging show I've ever heard. The
Yep.
DJ will literally play anything that fits his imagination.
Yep.
It's not just like, oh, I need to have this from kids' albums on Disney records. No, it's like anything does. A lot of
Yep.
punk rock. Dickie's a big favorite. So I know that's going to appeal to you.
Yep.
He plays a lot of fun stuff. And there's a lot of
Definitely.
contemporary groups that do sort
Hi,
of
Johnny.
family-oriented stuff. That's just quality material. So, it's worth checking out.
I love it.
If you check it out and you hate it, don't tell me.
just click away.
Just click
Okay,
away.
but-
You don't need to go. But I think you'd like it. I'll give a little plug there. Definitely.
Raspberry chocolate martini. That sounds like dessert to me.
Bob Duro was just this sort of Oklahoma beatnik. He was just this really far kind of jazz guy. He's the voice on that Miles Davis Christmas song, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Blue Christmas. That's a fun thing.
Merry Christmas.
Yep.
That one.
And
Yeah.
he's the voice of the with the four-legged zoo, eight-legged
Yes.
zoo, the whole thing.
Bob Duro and Blossom Dearie. Yes.
She was a classic jazz singer too. Had a very delicate voice, but a lot of soul. Let's see here. That's a contemporary. That's an original
I
creation.
think maybe you should just invent.
Well, I could do that. I thought I might do another classic for one of these joints, but I didn't research that much enough.
I didn't research that much.
We came up with
at all.
3 classic drinks from classic joints,
I
and
think
I'm
we
just trying to
had
figure that out.
4 actually.
Now these things are getting
No, we
really
had
complicated.
4. We're good.
We did that 4?
You can, yeah.
Well,
you
this
can,
is true.
You can taste test that
Phooey.
beer I bought today.
Let's taste test.
Hint. Amy might be familiar with this.
The Harpoon Duncan Jelly Donut IPA.
I've never seen it before today, but I was so excited.
I cracked it. Time to give it a try.
All right.
Shall you?
Oh, Double Dip Recess. Okay, you are listening.
You do know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do know. They really do like Sid.
I love Double Dip Recess.
But Sid is very childlike, so he did make that work for his material, and works with gnomes and scarecrows and fun stuff like that. So,
But yeah, you gotta listen to Double Dip Recess. WFMU, but not the regular feed.
you got to listen to Sheena's Jungle Room.
Sheena's Jungle Room.
Internet
feed.
only, unfortunately. They
Yes.
took it off of the broadcast, but since many of you are actually tuning in from various parts of the country, you couldn't pick it up off of FM anyway. So I recommend the feed.
I'm like, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Glug, glug, glug. I guess I like it all
It's
right.
terrible. No, actually, this is really fun because it's an IPA with a jelly note.
Chili donut
It's
IPA.
not-
It's good. It's good. I like
It's
it.
nowhere near sweet. It has a bit of that flavor. It's kind of Almost raspberry flavor.
Jamie.
Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. Awesome. Cannoli stout. Woo!
There was one I saw.
Crazy.
What was the other one I saw? It was the what do you call it? The Boston cream one was
Boston
also
cream?
right. I only bought one, but maybe I should have bought two.
There's also the brewery in New York State that's actually in, I forget, it's in Westchester. And they...
Oh, the one in Elmont. Is that
Uh,
Captain Lawrence?
not Elmont. Captain Lawrence, which is Elmhurst, I think.
Elmhurst, whatever.
Yep.
Elmont's on Long Island.
That's
whatever. Right. Elmhurst, Elmont.
Oh, whatever the heck.
It's all in New York.
But
Whatever.
Elmhurst actually was the original home of Carvel, and they're doing Fudgy the Whale Stout. You know, this is just a great mix-up, you know? I love that. We've heard people say, why the hell did these people think of doing this? And
we did try it.
Why the hell didn't they think of doing this? It's a great idea.
We did try it.
Good co-brand. It's an awful lot like Gansett doing a co-brand shandy with Dells. This is one of the brilliant
Both
things
Rhode Island
of history.
Based. Yep.
Well done. So, what are we doing with this?
Well, it's up to you. I just pulled it out because I'm like, I didn't buy this to not try it live.
Well, I would be remiss to pour a cocktail without putting a little lime in it.
I also bought some
So I'm gonna do that?
Irish-inspired beer, but we'll do that next week.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Splash of lime.
No big whoop.
No big whoop.
No big whoop.
We need a kind of a base liquor on this, and I'm trying to think what would work
For
very
jelly donut.
well with
Oh
jelly
yeah.
donut.
Oh yeah. We still have a Carvel. We have a Carvel. Like
I
we
know.
could walk to it.
We could. All right.
Oh, that's not okay. I wasn't going to choose that, but that's kind of an interesting idea.
It is an interesting idea. Okay, ounce of Applejack.
Wait, are you going to use a different? No, you're just going to pour it right in there, aren't you?
Nope. Because we already had the beer in there. So
I
I just
know,
poured it
but
in.
wait. So what are you doing? I got to write this down. I got to write this down for our patrons. You'll get this weird drink recipe tomorrow.
Needs a note. I'm
I'm
thinking
going to
about
say
it.
lime juice.
I already added the lime juice.
Okay, well, what did you do? What are we calling this? The jelly donut.
Space. We'll figure it out later. This actually involves 1 ounce of the Applejack. I thought apple, jelly, you know. We worked with that.
All right. Okay,
Yep.
so.
1 ounce of the Applejack.
Okay.
Applejack is local to us, of course, being a New Jersey product. Although we also have a local distillery making Applejack, which
That's
looks
true.
just
We do.
kinds of awesome. There are several local Applejacks
No, we've had
right
it.
now.
We've had
Yep,
it.
it's a good product.
How much lime juice did you use?
I used a splash. You can call that 1/3 of an ounce. If you added a little more, that's
Right.
probably no crime. Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, fill with the Dunkin' Jelly Donut IPA.
That's actually pretty good.
It's pretty good so far. I would like another note in there.
Okay. Bitters, I'm thinking.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
There's bitters and there's infusions. You think about the dry cur. Let's give it a try. Okay.
The dry cur. I like
There
the way
was-
he just shortens.
Dry cur. There was a note
Oh, they
earlier
didn't
about
mix
using
it
some
Oregon. Yeah.
Oh, yep. Carvel is an East Coast chain. I think Hartsdale is where it originates, as a matter of
Oh,
fact.
yeah.
I think it was the proprietor was driving an ice cream truck and it broke down and he kind of set up shop in a parking lot or something. This is back in the 30s. And formed Carvel and then started thinking about franchising and away we go. Another 1/3 ounce worth of this business.
Okay.
And there we go.
But I think you could probably still use some bitters.
I'm agreeing. That was the Pierre Front Dry Curacao, eminently recommendable product.
Okay.
Yep, this will do just great. So an old-fashioned bitters, we happen to be using Hella Bitters Aromatic. 1, 2. And let's give it a whirl. Another stir. I'm also going to say to myself right now, since I made this in glass, add a cube.
I'm not writing that part down because that's just not respectable.
Shake everything until cold and strain into glass. Add your cold beer. That's what you should do.
I'm just not.
I didn't do that.
I'm not.
You know?
I'm not behind the adding a ice cube to a beer drink, but
get it cold. That's the idea. I'm not trying to ice
that's
your.
good now.
I'm not trying to ice your beer, but it's better cold.
That's good.
Yep, it's good now. That works, and I think that the orange actually accents the
it is
jelly
good.
flavors. So
that is good, Chris.
Yeah, Carvel's still there, still doing it. I think they still.
Are they still open? Yeah, I think they are still open. But...
As far as I know, yes. Some of those businesses in that strip have closed, like the theater.
But it's closed for COVID. It's not closed forever.
Yeah, one hopes it's not permanent. Some of them are still doing a lot of good business, like the liquor store. Well, duh. The Indian joint is still doing takeout, and I think they're thriving. And power to them because their food is excellent. I mean, wow. Breathtaking good. Oh, yeah, good vote for that dry curacao. Oh, yeah. Please. Really, really good product. There are very few of this type of product out there, triple sec curacao, that I say, oh, yeah, go there. This one is really great. Mornier, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mornier.
If you're looking for
Did you just say it?
An orange liqueur and you're like, well, I don't want to break the bank, but I want something quality using my Mai Tais, there's always things like Grangala, which is a really good orange liqueur. And usually comes in at something like 20 a bottle. You know, it's not
less.
It's not a really
that.
Expensive product. And there's also, I gotta think about who else makes a really good orange liqueur.
Cointreau?
Yep, there's Cointreau. It's like the other really big name brand.
Patron makes a good one.
Patron makes citronge, orange liqueur.
Yep.
And they make like a lemon citronge, which is very good.
Yep.
So.
That came out well.
Beer drink, very nice. We still have more of the beer. Hint, hint, hint.
I'll have more of the beer after this.
We can crack another beer if you're interested to try things.
I don't know. I still got...
Still got a lot?
I was about to say I still got a lot. I still got a fair amount.
A fair amount.
And I'm marinating
We're not dead yet.
a pineapple slice in there.
Also true.
Which is going to be really good when it's done.
Very tasty.
So we got to get on that Saturday morning brunch idea. I love that.
You know, one of the great side effects of this show is that we talk to you. People listen to what we're saying and they say, you know what you should do? And bang, a funny idea occurs.
I love it.
And the more absurd the idea, and in fact, sometimes the stupider the idea, the more I'm into it. But the fact is, this was a good idea to start with. So
yeah, it's not a stupid idea. It's
not a stupid idea.
Really good
kind of a great idea. But it really works these things. We've never really worked cartoons and cereal that way. And they're just an intimate part of many people's childhood, certainly mine. I never really had that much sugary cereal as a kid, which is why I have more teeth than I should. And that's a good thing. But that doesn't mean that I don't say like, oh, Count Chocula, fun, you know? Count Chocula is fun, you know? So.
Count Chocula is fun.
It is fun. I just said Count Chocula is fun. So. The great thing about this guy is you can top it up a little and not harm things too much. You can always just remake the drink too.
I guess so. Here, hold my old man beer. I love it.
Pardon. Could you hold this for a second? There we go. Hold my Dixie. I got to make a thing, you know.
That's a great idea. We need to make coasters or something that say, here, hold my old man beer.
Hold my old man beer. And you can have like this lineup of names around there like Schmitz, Schaefer,
well,
Rheingold.
You can't do that because copyright. But you could just make a coaster that says, "Here, hold my old man beer," and you could have them.
Make them and pass them out. I'm not trying to sell them.
Exactly.
It's all part of the fun.
Make a limited amount. Only give them to people doing the old man beer challenge, and then one day they'll be really collectible.
Now you're talking. Have you taken the challenge at Honolulu at the lake? Have you been there? Well, you know, we tend to do that because it's a hilarious thing to do and it's a fun thing to do. And the last time we did it as the Pepsi type challenge, it worked the best. So maybe that's the way we do it from here on in. It was hilarious. I love the people who came up to the stand and said, I can nail this. And they tried it and they got like 1 out of 4. Or like, I'm a former champion, got 0 out of 4. Oh, it's going to burn you. I know. I tell you.
Real old man beer is pretty 1938 old.
You mean like actual old full cans of beer?
Make a koozie, Amy. That's a great idea.
Wow.
I love it.
Now we're talking. That is totally doable.
I love it.
That is totally doable. Oh.
When I was cleaning out yesterday in the tiki room, I found one of my Ohana badges, and it had the little sticker on it that says, I took the old man beer challenge.
Does your badge have that? Because if you took the challenge, you got a sticker.
You do get a special sticker that says, I took the old man beer challenge.
Yep.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa says, I used to eat my cereal watching Saturday morning cartoons. Honeycombs or Captain Crunch. Oh.
I think that's essentially the same cereal in a different configuration. You know, honeycomb is slightly less like a big chunk of sugar, but it's still very sugary, of course.
Now I got to think about the cereals.
And of course, it doesn't call itself sugar combs, it calls itself honeycombs because you think, oh, honey is more righteous for some reason. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
I liked the Fruity
Sweet
Pebbles because of all the colors.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it turns your milk like gray.
Yep.
And then...
the psychedelic colored cereal with tiny little dots in it.
Cocoa Pebbles because, cocoa.
So. Turns your cereal turns your cereal beige, which is not really positive, but, you know, it's what it is.
Although I liked the Captain Crunch, and I don't know, I think I like all the completely sugary cereals.
I tell you,
I'm not picky. Oh, you know which one I really liked?
Fortified with 10 vitamins and minerals.
One? Give me a second.
Take your time. There's all such classics. Everybody remembers the Kellogg's Variety Pack, and all those boxes were the Kell Bowl Pack. They were all like wax paper lined, so you could just take a knife to the box and fill it with milk, and it wouldn't spill all over the place.
Okay, keep talking.
Yeah, but definitely. And I remember specifically being on campouts and getting the Kell Bowl Pack as breakfast. It's a small thing. There's not much in there. You know, you're probably hungry afterwards.
I think it was corn pops.
Corn pops.
I loved corn pops.
Yep.
Just Quisp.
Quisp.
Yeah.
You just saw Quisp, as a matter of fact.
Quisp breakfast cereal based cocktails.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
No, I love it.
I think
All
Dano.
right, we got our work cut out for us.
Dano, you need to source some Quisp and infuse it. Now you've got something completely bizarre.
Oh my god.
Go. Quisp and Quake.
Corn pops. I think did they call them sugar corn pops? It was. Now they just call it corn pops, but
yeah, they're trying to de-emphasize the fact that they contain a ton of sugar. And
why? People are not buying it for its health benefits.
Yeah, well, you know, health.
Fruity Pebbles, yes, Fruity Pebbles, Cookie Crisp.
Yep. Freakies. Okay, never had Freakies.
Cookie Crisp was good.
Freakies, I think, would
berries.
definitely make you have a sugar high.
I love this so much. Okay.
Quisp all the way. Quisp, we're going to go to Jay Ward.
Apple Jacks.
The commercials for Quisp were done by Jay Ward and Company. Yep. Quisp and Quake. Yeah, that's right. We're selling my universe. I think Quisp had his sidekick Quunchy. And they cruised around in a UFO.
And they cruised around.
They cruised around in a UFO. Anyway. Yep. Got it. Good deal. All right, ready to go. But definitely infuse that cereal. I think that the most we've infused along the lines of sugary junk was lemon heads to make the lemon head cello, which wasn't terrible. It really had a pretty nice lemon flavor, but lemon heads are flavored with lemon juice.
See, it says all the Kellogg's cereal took the word sugar out of their names.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'd still buy it if it said sugar.
Yeah, well, you had that. I think they were like wheat puffs that were frosted with like a brown sugar, and that was sugar crunch, and that was a sugar bear. So you get this bear who's this dude who's in this like denim jacket. He's like, "Hey, try my sugar crunch," and it looked a little too dealer. So I think they had to do something about that.
Super Sugar Crisp.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Which is now Golden Crisp. Sugar Bear just looks stoned.
Golden Crisp.
He seriously looks stoned. He's like, "Hey, try my sugary cereal." He looks
stoned in the vintage photo.
Yeah.
The contemporary photo, he looks a little more alive, but yeah.
Oh, so what is he now?
But he does look completely stoned in the vintage photo.
So instead of getting like all dopey on the stuff, you get a sugar
Okay,
wash.
babe, can we just take a moment for smacks?
Sugar smacks. That's, not going there. It says it all.
Speaking of drugs, can we just take a moment for sugar smacks?
Make Sugar Bear just look like sort of a cool dude in a loose mood, not a dealer. You know? It's hilarious.
I gotta catch up on the comments.
Sugar Frosted Flakes.
Sugar Frosted Flakes,
Of corn.
Wait. Okay.
Sugar Frosted Flakes stood up to milk very well.
A tang in the morning, then eating a bowl of Johnny, a bowl of Rice Krispies with about 4 tablespoons of sugar. My grandma drank his nasty buttermilk. I love that. It's a shame about Ray, Lemonheads.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. You can still buy Tang.
Tang is definitely in the market.
Although we were watching last night, we were watching a Lisa Lupner on YouTube, from Saturday Night Live.
SNL.
Yeah, and
45 years ago.
And they were having Tang. It was so great. Lisa says all those cereals were so great.
Great, of course, was voiced by the awesome voiceover artist Thurl Ravenscroft.
Yes. They're great.
I always say, buy a crate. That's a very old reference.
I love this idea.
Pardon.
Hiccups?
Well, gas. Yep, well, hiccups. It's all the sugary stuff.
Discussion has moved to what breakfast cereals you can skewer over a Bloody Mary.
Now we're talking. Oh, Grape Ape donut. Okay, gotta back up a second there. Fun stuff.
Oh my gosh! Man. A Grape Ape donut.
Now I think they're essentially thinking of Funny Face, the candy drinks, rather than Grape Ape. But you gotta call it Grape Ape because that's the name.
If he's saying try to make a cocktail out of a Tang, couldn't come up with anything good. We made one. I can't swear it was good.
Well, we did actually years ago now. I think it was the second Bombed in the Shelter episode. Make the Tangeray.
That's right, the Tangeray. We used Tangeray and Tang. I'm not going to say it was good, but we did make it.
It was not terrible.
It was not the worst thing I've ever had.
A little citric acidy, but it was really not terrible. You've had all sorts of drinks that are worse. Oh, yep.
Amy has Tang. Yep.
Gotta have some Tang along the way.
Grape Tang. I don't remember Grape Tang.
Tang and gin. Tangeray.
Yes.
You've got to do it. And the thing is, try it.
The Tangeray. Yeah. It's not the worst thing I've ever.
You've had worse. You really have had worse.
You've had better.
I'm not going to tell you make this because you've had worse.
But
I'm going to say, if you decide I'm intrepid, I'll try this. You have had worse. Because we are all about fresh juices and real ingredients.
We try.
And infusing actual fruits and all sorts of things to make the liqueurs. Infusing lime peel to make your own falernum, that kind of stuff. Those things will always lead to good results. However, we're dealing with books like this, which are telling you about all those bars of the 60s.
Ryan says, I used to make cocktails out of Country Time lemonade.
Oh, man.
Didn't we all?
I gotta say, the Lemonhead Cello tasted a lot like Country Time.
We did,
So-
yeah. We made for a party. We decided to infuse candies, so we made Lemonhead cello, and there was the Good and Plenty liqueur.
Yeah. I think, did we do the...
That was nasty.
Did we do the hot tamales?
We did.
Yeah, so that was a cinnamon sort of thing. That didn't last so well. If you do actual cinnamon liqueur made,
So
or
it's
like
no
cinnamon
tinsel
syrup...
tea.
Yeah.
It's no tinsel. It is no tinsel tea.
No, it really isn't. If you make a cinnamon
Yes, you can
syrup
be
out of
right.
actual cinnamon, that will last. That's real flavor. No question.
It is no tinsel tea. Thank God.
Orange Julius cocktail.
Oh yeah. We
have orange liqueur. We have vanilla liqueur. We have
and
cream.
we have made Dole Whip cocktails. So I feel like if we've done Dole Whip, we can probably do an Orange Julius.
We have the mix to make Dole Whip. You can order it yourself. You put it in an ice cream maker. You make Dole Whip.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It tastes like exactly like Dole Whip. And if you make like a Mai Tai and top it with the Dole Whip, wow, that's some kind of awesome. Yeah. You're thinking, oh, no way, that could not possibly be, but like, no, that's some kind of awesome. Pineapple does not normally belong in a Mai Tai, but like a little bit of the frozen stuff on top.
Well, they call it the New England Mai Tai. Well,
a little bit of the whip on top, and that's a happy
Some
place.
people call it the New England Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Not a legit Mai Tai, but the New England Mai Tai.
New England Mai Tai is a legit sort of place to be because all of those New England joints were serving this thing. It went around the place.
It's a legit drink. It's not a legit Mai Tai.
At the end of the day, think about food and think about the fact that every Chinese place around America serves General Tso's chicken. Who was General Tso? Well, there was a real General Tso. You have to watch the documentary to find out about all that sort of thing. But the way that spread is the same way that the cocktails spread. Yeah. And all of these places have something in common. I mean, my town had one when I was growing up. This town had one. Our favorite place in New Jersey just closed. It hurts my heart. But they all served the same idea. And a lot of the same cocktails. And if they got it right, they got it right. If your favorite place did a great Mai Tai, that was your happy place. This is what today's all about. We're talking about all these classic joints. They might not be with us anymore. The Hawaii Kai right next to the Winter Garden Theater is now, are you ready for it? An Applebee's!
Don't say it.
Oh, why? You know? But long ago, the owners decided that we're going to sell, and that's the end of it, and then it was just free game. You know? That happens. But in the meantime...
The second to last Broadway show I saw before COVID was at the Winter Garden. If only we could have gone to Hawaii Kai.
The Hawaii Kai afterwards. I have memories of walking by the joint back in the day. I did. But you know what? We have the cookbook, which means that we can do the food and drink.
We'll always have the cocktails.
We'll always have the cookbook. If you can preserve what they did, then you can make it live again.
I agree with you, Ira.
Boom. Oh,
not okay.
Adam's sour grape gum cocktail. No, that's very specific.
Yes.
Adams had...
I feel like we need more than a week lead time for this, but we'll do our best.
Adams, of course, I think was based in Massachusetts, had the sour grape, it had the sour cherry, and it also had the tea berry. That's a very specific kind of flavor profile. Yeah, you could have a lot of fun with that.
I feel like I need to get online after we're done here and order a bunch of cereal. And then, like, in a few days when all this cereal shows up, and we're like, why do we have all this cereal? We'll just have to go back here and look at the comments and know. And then I'm thinking a week from Saturday. I need more lead time to do a really good job. So, of course, like, we'll hear that we didn't do a really good job. But if I want to try to do a good job, let's just make a date. Do you have your phone?
I could.
I need a calendar. My phone is powering this broadcast.
Yeah, it is. So we need another phone. Right. I got a phone.
Let's
bang.
Let's put a pin in it.
All right. So what day do we want?
I need to go back to see the whole month. The 20th.
Saturday.
March 20th. BP says 3 olives vodka tastes like Fruit Loops. I wonder if they meant that.
I doubt it.
Yes, there is a clove gum.
Yes.
And sour apple. You are correct.
Adam's clove gum. That's a unique
That's
product.
hilarious. I wonder if they meant that. Probably not, but
Yeah,
it's funny.
There is not another clove gum to be had in the United States. And I'm going to say right now that I bet that was invented for smokers to counteract all of that flavor. That's the kind of thing. But I've had clove gum on its own. It's quite nice,
All right. We're putting it on the calendar, so it's going to be real. So you gotta show up. Since we're gonna get up early on this Saturday morning.
March 20th.
March 20th at
6 a.m.
No, not at 6 a.m.
Got you.
I just shuddered a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not up at 6. We need to listen to Double Dip. So, hey, speaking of Loopy, where is Loopy tonight? Just saying.
Having a life? I don't know.
Yeah. No. So we're talking about what time do we want to do this broadcast?
It's a Saturday morning thing, so...
But if we do it at 10 a.m., we're going to exclude the West Coast. So
that's true.
Probably want to do this as more of a brunch thing. Maybe 1 p.m.
1? Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that too late for Saturday morning cartoons, though?
So what?
I was thinking maybe noon. Oh, last day of winter. Yes, you're right.
Boom. Rexall drugs.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, seriously.
Rexall drugs.
That was a franchised
I was
operation.
going to say, didn't the one in Wickford have a Rexall sign?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I remember that.
Old school.
Okay. Okay, last day of winter. What time?
Make it for noon.
Okay. 3 olives, vodka, loopy. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified, but thank you. Saturday Pro Wrestling. Oh my gosh. Does anyone remember Glow? The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling? Yes, I have seen the entire series on Netflix. All right, so I'm going to put it down right now. Saturday. Wait. Would help if I had a cursor. Saturday, March 20th. What time did we say?
Noon.
I'm going to regret this. Are we sure it shouldn't be 1?
I said 1. You thought that was too late. Shall I make it 1?
Yeah, Albra, I love Glow, right? I don't know. I'm trying to decide between 12 and 1. 12.
12 it is.
Not ppm, PM.
No, PM.
PM. Saturday. Saturday morning cartoon brunch.
Yeah.
All right. Dropping it in the comments. And I'm dropping it in the comments.
I guarantee that we will come up with a playlist on the Spotify that will be loaded with everything that you could possibly need, from Scooby-Doo to Johnny Quest to the Banana Splits. If we're lucky, we might even get in a little Lancelot link, which is a lot of fun. So.
All right. So, but we will be back next Wednesday. Before that. Yeah, I loved Glow. Maybe we could do... All right, maybe next Wednesday. Well, no, okay, next Wednesday is St. Patrick's Day. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yes, Looney Tunes are the best, Johnny.
Boom.
I love Glow. I was really sad they didn't do another season of Glow.
They got nipped in the bud.
They did.
They
did.
might come back and do it. I don't know. It's tough. It's very tough these days, but they had a really great few seasons. So.
All right. Well, join us, please, next Wednesday for St. Patrick's Day, and then next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, the Saturday after.
The following Saturday, which is the 20th.
Saturday morning cartoon brunch, which will be fun.
Let's make it work with brunch cocktails and cartoons and way too much sugar in your cereal. This coming Friday, we'll have Trader Vic's vintage recipes, which will be really exciting for us. We enjoyed them. They were good.
And Glendora will be here this weekend.
She comes around.
I hear she's a little bit disgruntled this week.
Oh, yeah?
She gave out all that advice this past weekend, and now I think she's on strike, but we'll find out this weekend. I'm sure she'll tell us all about it.
Oh, she'll let you know.
Aww.
So,
are you wearing your PJs? I think we might wear our PJs for that,
Dan Skippy. I think we'll be there.
Yes, come as you are on a Saturday morning.
Please. There's no reason to get dressed up for business.
Nope.
Our business is loungewear.
That's right.
Make it happen. Oh, big fun.
Yes, I love it. BP, thank you. Thank you all for being here. This is super fun.
Please. It was awesome.
I love it.
We actually made you some classic drinks in the actual vessels. Hello, this one says Hawaii Kai. Well, it says it underneath. I'm not going to.
It says it down there.
I'm not going to turn it down on you, but there you go.
No, it's right there at the bottom.
Got it. I'm not going to tip it over. But
I wish you wouldn't.
I happen to have the Kontiki ports over here. That's a killer. I happen to really like the Kontiki ports. Their themes.
I love that my mug is like twice the size of your. Well, not twice, but
no. Maybe 30% increase. Just saying.
Baby mug and a total PJ event. Yes, Dano, I love it.
This had a full jet pirate in it. You know? There we go.
Oh yes, yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you guys were here. This was really fun. So next week is St. Patrick's Day. We should have some new music to share with you. And Saturday will be
that following Saturday. We will be doing the cartoon business. Perhaps by then, Dana will have some infused sugary cereal liqueur. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to say he has to do that. Maybe he's going to do something more fun than that.
What else?
But we already talked about Glendora, and the rest of it is to history.
That's
folks.
Right. Okay.
It's been an awesome
evening. Thank you so much for joining. Being here.
We love busting out the old ceramics here for a little tropical, because it's getting a little warmer out there. We're getting inspired, and calling on some of the vintage recipes to share with you.
Maybe in 2 weeks we'll actually be out there, because that would be fun.
I would love to do that. It's coming. It's coming. But definitely.
It's coming.
We have very, very little snow left on the ground, but there is snow, which tells you that it is coming, and we'll be there.
But anyway.
As always, thank you so much for joining us here in our little space.
Thank you.
If you have any ideas, thoughts, inspirations, send them our way. We will respond to you. And at any particular point in time, we will see